Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
I know it's been a while. I know it's been a while since you did this, but
Yeah.
do we need to bring up the conversation about that energy again?
Sir, you don't talk about my energy like that. My energy is the energy, all right?
That's almost cultish.
I
Any
gotta bring
moment
this
now.
hype, bro. I have to
Any
bring it.
moment
I
now, you
need to.
offer me a glass of cherry Kool-Aid.
No, I wasn't. Take it back.
Oh, it's grape, right?
Look, it's either cherry or grape, and we get chicken right afterwards. Just saying right now, we get chicken right afterwards.
My shock at the veiled racism is muted by the fact that I really like chicken.
Excuse me? Oh, look, let me take off my glasses because I gotta be intellectual now. Chicken and Kool-Aid are hand in hand.
Wait.
Amazing. Okay?
You took
Just saying
off
right now.
your glasses to look intellectual,
Just a little bit. Because with them on, I look like a nerd. So I take them off and be like, what's up?
but nerds are supposed to be intellectual.
And I am without these. It's like kind of a Clark Kent thing, you know? I gotta take them off and just
It's
be kind of
it's actually a reverse Clark Kent. You
Look,
take off
bro.
the glasses and suddenly you can't fly.
Look, dude, this is gonna be like this, all right? Chicken and Kool-Aid, the best. All right?
Let me have a sip of my non-alcoholic drink.
Sure. See? You can have Kool-Aid. Now you're sipping on that stuff. Anyways, Willie, there's so much we have to talk about today, bro. And yes,
Too much.
too much actually. And the fact is that San Diego Comic-Con happened this weekend. I missed the majority of it. You saw some of it. I caught like a little glimpse here and there. And bro, let's get down to it. Let's talk about it, dude. What in the world happened in San Diego Comic-Con that I have missed out on?
God, what didn't you? I'm not gonna bring everything up because it's way too much stuff. I got
Okay.
some. I got some brighter points here, and it's still a lot. So let's go through this in some particular order because I wanted to group stuff. IGN's article went a long way to putting everything that was seen there, but they put it all over the place, all haphazard. I wanted to group things in a somewhat logical way. We'll start with Invincible. They showed a new poster for Invincible.
Looks pretty cool. I've never seen the first one, to be honest.
So you need to watch it. And they gave a date for season 2, which is November 3rd.
Oh, sweet.
So bone up on the first series. The first
I
season,
need to.
sorry.
I'm gonna have to.
All right. Walking Dead news. There's a game coming out called Walking Dead Betrayal.
Interesting.
Okay, fine. Supposed to come a closed beta supposed to come out on August 10. It's PC only.
I see.
There are 2 Walking Dead spin-offs that have been renewed. Walking Dead Daryl Dixon and Dead City.
So
They'll
we're
both
gonna
make season
stick with
2s.
Daryl Dixon then. All right.
Yes. But we're not done because they also have spin-offs for Rick and Michonne.
Wow. Okay.
So it's called The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live. That's going to come out sometime next year. So for all of you that want to get your Walking Dead fix, there you go. Spin-offs. Speaking of spin-offs, The Boys spin-off, Gen V. That's coming out September 29th.
I kind of dig it. I saw the commercial for this one, and I have to say, like this character here by herself, that she cuts her wrist or hand and she bleeds out her weapon. I'm like, okay. I'm all right with it.
Yep. September 29th. So not too long from now.
No,
another spinoff. John Wick is getting a spinoff. We know that. The Continental.
Senior Wick.
That's going to come out September 22nd. By the way, as far as The Boys is concerned, for those of you who didn't know, they did show it again at Comic-Con. Mortal Kombat 1 is going to have Homelander in it.
I thought that was actually pretty cool.
Homelander and Peacemaker were already talked about. They added Quan Chi and Li Mei.
It's gonna be a pretty good game. I'm kind of want
Yep.
to see it.
Yep. And I believe, yeah, Omni-Man's going to be there too. So more boy stuff. Oh, I mean, Invincible stuff.
Yeah, I saw him. He was the first thing that popped up in the trailer, which I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Did you say? And this will get you to watch Invincible. Omni-Man, voiced by J. Jonah Jameson.
Which he does the voice of the character itself in the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Need to watch it.
Beautiful.
Anyway, one that I was interested in, and I'm going to go on a slight tangent here. Blizzard was at Comic-Con. They were talking about the things to expect for season 1, which kicked off on the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing the game. Right before, okay, I'm already upset with the fact that they have a season pass to begin with.
All right. Because
really, you're going to go the Fortnite route? I cheated them because I did not pay for the season pass. I used some leftover gold that I had in WoW, and I purchased the season pass. Not only did I purchase the season pass, I purchased the accelerated season pass. So I didn't use a single penny of my actual money to get that thing. And it's a slog because all season passes are a slog. But the day before, they put a game-wide nerf on all the characters.
Wow.
Let's talk about this for a second because it really grinds my gears.
All right.
They said they wanted to do that because their main reason was they wanted to reduce the player power because with games like this, there's always a meta. Okay, what build is the best for the character that I want to play as so I can go and mow down some bad guys? In my case, my main's a Necromancer, and I found a Blood Necromancer build that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And what the developers are trying to do is try to dissuade people from finding those 2 or 3 builds that will allow them to overpower everything. So they nerfed everybody's power, essentially. They changed how the vulnerability mechanic works. They tried to reduce or actually increase cooldown reduction so that you wouldn't have almost limitless abilities. But it pissed everybody off, myself included. And so they took time during San Diego Comic-Con. IGN spoke with them. And they said that, next time they'll be more transparent about what they're going to do with patches, and they won't do anything like that again to really nerf it, like to reduce player power.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 is a dungeon crawler where player power is everything. You want to feel like you can go head first against an entire army of minions and take them down. You can't be nerfing us like that. All of a sudden, I'm doing less power. I'm doing less damage than I used to, and I'm having to run around like a chicken with my head cut off, having to resurrect skeletons. But that's just me. But all right.
I mean, I just don't see the point for them to nerf something like that in a game. I don't see it. I don't know why would they do such a thing. But now at least they acknowledge it. They're not going to do it.
They did it because again they didn't want someone to go and say, all right, I'll just do that Earthbender Druid build that I saw on Rock Paper Shotgun, and I'll just mow through everything. They want people to have more choice in what kind of builds they make. It's always artificial crap like that. But let's move on because I'm done with that one.
Let's go.
Borderlands. There's a sort of kind of game. They're calling it an interactive streaming service called Echo Vision Live. Okay, fine. They also went, as you see here on the screen, announced the date for the Borderlands movie coming out August 9th. Yay. I'm Borderlands.
This is going to be directed by Lionsgate. I'm okay with that.
I'm indifferent either way. More news from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They showed 20 more minutes of footage from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I'm not mad at this.
Look, when I saw this little trailer, like, let me just put it here to play. When I saw this trailer, I thought it was pretty cool because they showed the whole white eyes. They look like something straight out of the comics, first of all. And I thought that was pretty freaking neat. I had to tell you right now. But I'm going to be one to say right now, at first, I had my doubts. I was like, this looks like it's going to be horrible. Donatello sounds like a freaking 9-year-old almost. But when I got to see the actors that are doing these characters, they're actual teens. And Donatello, he's a teenager with that type of voice. I was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to work with this. But I got to tell you, the art style of this freaking cartoon, it actually looks really good. I'm trying to work on getting private screening tickets for this movie right now, Willie, for a week and go, or if we can invite our guest audience to go see it. And I'm telling you right now, this looks pretty hot. I kind of dig this. I'm kind of digging it. I'm just scared of what's going to happen in the middle of the movie because I can't predict it. If I'm kind of scared of it. I'm really scared of it. But I do want to see this movie.
I'm always scared because I always think they're gonna kick me in the teeth. But
that's why
as of right now, I'm not mad. Keeping on the topic of Ninja Turtles, Nickelodeon made an announcement. They acquired the rights to the original series.
Phenomenal. That right there is awesome.
All right.
You know what's they get the 1987 original classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles running again? Dude, kids nowadays are going to have their minds blown to see what we used to think, or should I say I, because you're a little bit older than I am, what I used to thought was so awesome to watch. I used to love that series, and I
still dug the original series.
Oh, okay.
Though I didn't really watch it as much, but you know, there's like 5 animated series.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say something. Nothing beats that freaking intro song from the 87.
Yeah.
That song is so hot. Oh God!
You think about theme songs to cartoons from our age: Ninja Turtles, Transformers, G.I. Joe,
yeah,
X-Men.
Mask. Oh my God!
Oh, a Mask is a you and me thing. Nobody else knows a Mask.
Oh no, yeah, poor guys. I'm sorry.
X-Men, Spider-Man, and those were way past. But those were classic theme songs.
Oh my God, amazing though. Amazing.
Classic theme songs. Well, anyway, they have the rights, so you're going to be seeing them again on Nickelodeon. They also announced the sequel to the comic book, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin.
Beautiful.
For those who don't know, this is a story where Michelangelo is the only turtle left because Shredder 2.0 killed the other 3, killed Splinter, and killed Casey Jones.
Dude, who does not want to see Mikey go balls to the wall? That's Mikey, it, on a murderous rampage.
The fun-loving surfer dude turns into John Wick.
I want to see it. I need to see this. I want to see it.
Well, we're talking Marvel stuff.
Bring it.
This one I put first because this is the most underwhelming to me. Secret Invasion. Could not get into it.
You know, okay, I understand. I do understand why you're saying this. I saw Secret Invasion. I haven't finished the last episode yet, but I do understand. It's kind of a slow process, and it's just kind of like it kind of simmers. It doesn't really get too hot. The ending, of course, you know, finding out the whole secret and whatnot, I thought it was pretty hot. I thought it was pretty cool. I kind of dig it. Now, is it something that I will say, Willie, stop the show, watch it now? Not really, because you can actually watch it in one sitting. But I honestly thought that for a Marvel show to be a serious tone type of thing, I think they did a pretty good job. At least a pretty good job.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
I couldn't get into it. Well, I'm not the only one. Disney has decided they're going to put the first 3 episodes on Hulu.
Damn, like that.
So there you go. It's only going to be limited time. So it's on now. They're going to pull it on August 17th. So I
Okay.
guess for people who want to check it out without having to get another streaming service, and you have Hulu, give it a try.
Got it.
More Marvel news. This one, I don't know what to think.
Go.
They put out a teaser. Who are the new X-Men? They said we find out in 2024, but we'll get a sneak preview in November.
Yeah. Shh. Secret.
Yes. Tangent. We talked about comic books earlier, and we're going to talk about comic books later.
Okay.
There's a new Miss Marvel comic book.
Okay.
If you don't know, Miss Marvel died, I think it was during a Spider-Man arc. Well, in the comic books, mutants have a get out of death free card because now they can resurrect mutants. She was not a mutant, she was an Inhuman. They're bringing her back not only as a mutant, but joining the X-Men. And the part that makes me wonder what the hell's going on is none of that. The actual person writing the comic book is Miss Marvel.
You know, when you told me that part, it literally left me there in awe and shock because I didn't know how to take that news.
Imani Vellani, the actress who plays Kamala Khan in the TV show and is going to be in the Marvels, is writing the book. I don't know what to think. But they thought so much of it, they even made a trailer for the damn thing. Speaking of the Marvels, they showed another trailer at Comic-Con. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. I know that Carol Danvers is the least liked of all the heroes because people have their feelings about the actress whose name I can't remember right now. I'm not mad at this.
This trailer actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna bash it. It has me intrigued with the whole switching of the powers thing. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, still not mad. Coming out November 10th.
Yes.
Back to comics, because you spotted this new Punisher comic.
Boy, let me look for him right now so I can show everybody here because I gotta say,
way down.
No. When I saw this Punisher, I kind of skimmed through it, and I was like, "Why does that guy look like Eminem?" First of all, and then when I saw the symbol on his chest, I was like, "Punisher." I mean, okay, first of all, I remember everybody talked about that they want to take away the whole skull from Punisher, and they made this ninja style Punisher, which everybody hated the emblem, and that was gone and deceased, and nobody even cared about. Now, this Punisher here is interesting because he's not only just a new Punisher, because I guess from the way they make it sound, they said Frank Castle retired, but this Punisher, he worked for S.H.I.E.L.D., and he looks marvelous.
The skull is kind of hinted at. The skull's hinted at.
Yeah,
I would say it's like a reverse field skull because now the black parts are white. Whatever.
I still dig it though.
His name is Joe Garrison. His name is Joe Garrison, and like you said, he was a former Black Ops S.H.I.E.L.D. character. Okay, sure, whatever. Sticking with Marvel, but switching to video games because I know you like this one. They showed a new trailer for Spider-Man 2, which is more focused on the story.
I'm going up there right now.
It's more focused on the story. It shows more of the characters, including Harry Osborn, which you see there in the beginning with Peter Parker talking.
Of course. And
you see Mary Jane. And you see the most important person that you care about.
My guy. He's my guy. The guy's the guy. No, I know. He's my Punisher's always going to be my guy. But this guy, he's my guy.
They showed Venom. And Venom looks ridiculously awesome.
I'm praying, and I'm just saying this because since they're making Venom 3, if they can look at this version of Venom and they go, "Oh my god, everyone's going crazy for this Venom with the emblem on his chest and everything. Should we do this? Yes, please do. I love Venom. I love how you guys have Venom, but I want to see this Venom.
There's the
This
symbiote.
Venom here is going to look
Forward it
amazing.
because if not, we're going to be here forever. Well, while we're looking at that, I'll talk about the fact that they also showed that they're going to have a new bundle for this game. There he is.
Look at this guy. Look at this
That
guy.
that is a Spider-Man themed
Wow.
PS5 and a matching DualSense controller because of
Look at
course
that
they
thing.
are.
Of course, bro. It looks sexy. I'm sorry. If I didn't buy a PS5, I'll buy this PS5.
I'm not buying it. I'm waiting on the Slim, and I know they're going to break my heart.
They're gonna break it, of course, but I will buy that PS5 over anything. That thing looks sexy.
One more comic thing. Now that we're talking about
Mhm.
comics,
Go.
DC has decided to do a crossover comic,
Oh.
and they got the permission from Toho, and that should tell you where this is going.
Keep going.
Godzilla versus Kong,
God bless him.
the comic book. So yeah,
God bless him. I mean, okay, this is gonna be pretty remarkable. I'll watch this. You know what's I have these two titans plus these freaking gods fighting them, or
Superman can punch both of them in the face and win.
And I will say no.
And Wonder Woman will step back and say, "Wait, hold on, let me do this." And then Green Lantern will turn around and say, "Wait, let me do this." And then Flash will say, "Wait, let me do this." And then Cyborg will say, "Wait, let me do this." And Batman will say, "I ain't getting involved. I'm just a dude with I'm just a dude with a cape and some stuff on my belt."
He's gonna get the bangarang and put a banana on it and
Go ahead.
throw it.
DC Batman fanboys, tell me right now about if he had enough preparation, he can beat a giant radioactive lizard. Go, tell me that lie. I dare you.
He could. Okay, look, he could probably have a good fight with the monkey, but the radioactive lizard, pretty hard.
The good fight would be Kong punches him, he pieces out.
Wow. I mean, can you imagine one slap?
I'll say it in Chuck Norris terms. Kong hit. It's two. The fight will be over in 2 hits. Kong hits Batman. Batman hits the floor.
Yes.
And probably under the floor.
That would be. Bro, okay, look at these graphics. First of all, I mean, they're going at it hard, and I only see Batman and his Batwing just teasing, I guess, because he's like, "Guys, don't worry, I'll cause the diversion. You do the rest."
I saw the Flash movie. That Batwing didn't do anything. Anyway, switching tack again.
Yes.
Rick and Morty. They said that season 7 is going to be, and I quote, pretty dang soon for Rick and Morty fans. I am not one of you. And they also announced that Adult Swim is going to have a Rick and Morty anime.
Hell yeah.
No.
You know what's that? An anime of Rick and Morty? I'm in it.
The only anime that they announced, and I don't think it was even at Comic-Con, because I didn't see anything about it on Comic-Con, that I care about is Lazarus.
I don't even know about that.
Lazarus is being made by Shinichiro Watanabe, who is the dude who made Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. And the fight choreography is being done by Kevin Stefanski, who choreographs the John Wick movies. And if you tell me that's a bad idea, I want to know who you are. I'm going to have you tracked. Okay. Let's wrap this up because this has already gotten too long. Crisis on Infinite Earths and Watchmen are getting animated movies. Mm-hmm. In addition to Mortal Kombat 1, they announced a Mortal Kombat Legends cage match series debuting in October. And Ubisoft showed more stuff having to do with Star Wars Outlaws, which looks like a really good game. And that's even considering the fact that it's made by Ubisoft.
Pretty weird about that.
Those are the highlights of San Diego Comic-Con. A lot of good news and Ubisoft.
Phenomenal. Now, Willie, being that we've we went through everything for, well, not everything, but just the majority of the good things that we heard from
No,
Superman
I
from
forgot to
Comic
mention
Con.
something.
What?
When I talked about the PlayStation 5,
Mhm.
forgot to mention that someone leaked video of the new PlayStation Q, the Project Q. Did you see this?
I saw enough to just giggle, but let's let
What?
everybody else see this thing.
What a surprise! It looks like an Android tablet with a dual sense sawed in half attached on either side,
Yeah, it looks pretty weird, man.
and then it
Um,
looks like it runs Android.
it is Android. It is Android. I just think that this was kind of like a lazy thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Sir,
It looks pretty
I
lazy.
showed it to Serge, and Serge was like, "It looks ridiculous, but I hope they treat it better than the Vita. I hope it has a good amount of power." I'm like,
Well,
"What power? It's a tablet with a dual sense grafted onto it. It's to remote play. It's not to play new games. It's to play PS5 games, not in front of the PS5." So what they did was a slightly more ridiculous looking Wii tablet,
ugh. I
Wii U
mean, I don't
tablet,
know.
I'll say.
I don't know. Right now, we're just looking at maybe the bare bones of it, but who knows? Maybe it'll come out a little bit better once it's like fully developed. More, maybe a different GUI. Who knows? They're gonna have to show us a lot of things. Right now, we just see is the guy that he says, "Hey, look, I put this together and it actually works." Technically, that's what it
I
looks
don't
like to
know.
me.
I don't. I'm not. I have a gaming phone with this little thing right here, the Razer Kishi, a little cutie little controller. I just put it on the phone. I can play my PS4 games outside of my house because I'm a tech.
He actually can. That's true.
I can play
But
my
fine,
PS4 games, my Xbox One games, my PC games, and emulated games for other systems.
true. Willie, besides the fact that we're talking about the whole PlayStation and all that, let's get down to it because it's Monday and let's talk about the weekend box office, which looks like Barbie and Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer,
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, are pretty much doing some amazing numbers in the box office. Can we talk more about this right now and see what's
Yes.
cracking?
From now on, we're going to refer these two movies the way God intended. Barbenheimer. I didn't make that word up.
Barbenheimer.
Do not credit it to me. The
Nope, but
internet
it's
decided to
amazing.
call these two movies that are debuted the same day Barbenheimer, and I'm not even mad.
I love it. Barbenheimer.
Now,
Go.
Barbie knocked it out of the park.
Mhm.
Officially, it is the best opening weekend for a movie of the year, making
Amazing.
$155 million domestically. Oppenheimer still did a good. Had a good haul, 80.5 million. Both have reviewed very well. Both have really good audience scores. Both seem
Mhm.
to be really entertaining. Fun fact: somebody went on the internet and found a mistake in Oppenheimer.
What they found, the way it's spelled.
No. They showed pictures of Robert Oppenheimer, the
Mhm.
titular character, walking, and you see some American flags, and the flags have 50 stars.
They actually spotted that.
And yeah, in the 1940s, when these events were happening, Alaska and Hawaii were not states yet.
That's how I was going. I kind of know my history. That's why I was like, wait a minute, that's wrong.
Yes.
Wow. So they going show.
So somebody
You can
actually
see
freeze framed
history.
it somehow and counted the number of stars. You, sir, need a hobby.
Hell with that. You need your own show. If you're such a history buff, have your own show and talk about movies, dude.
But the the Barbie, which was the bigger performing of the two, has
Yes.
made over $300 million worldwide its opening weekend.
Hmm.
Despite a lot of people who are more politically motivated being mad at Barbie because it's a feminist movie. I haven't seen the movie
I haven't
yet,
seen
but
that.
evidently they treat men very poorly. Which I don't know. I don't care. People, Ken is an accessory for Barbie. He was never supposed to be
Yeah.
his own person. He was as much as important to Barbie as her dream Corvette and her dream house.
I mean, think about it. They never really sold Ken as a boy toy for
No,
kids to play.
it was
It
just
was
an
more
accessory
sold
for
as a side
Barbie.
thing. Yeah.
Funny thing, now there's pre-Oscars buzz saying that Ryan Gosling should get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I still want to see this movie. I'm going to see this movie.
I need to see it because I need to see John Cena. I need to
But
see John
anyway,
Cena.
so Barbenheimer, they cleaned up and left scraps for everybody else. Sound of Freedom actually got third place, $20.1
Still
million.
holding it there.
Another very divisive movie. It's made $124.7 million total.
I'm dying to see
Mission
it.
Impossible Dead Reckoning really paid the price for coming out a week before Barbenheimer, as it dropped to 19.5 million.
Wow.
It's only made 118.7 total domestically. Indiana Jones and the Why the Hell Did You Make This Movie? $6.7 million. I don't think anyone cares.
Nah.
Rounding out the top 10, Insidious The Red Door with 6.5 million. Elemental dropping some more with 5.8 million. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, still kicking, $2.8 million. It's made $375.2 million domestically. Doing pretty good. Transformers Rise of the Why the Hell Did You Make This Movie? 1.1 million. And No Hard Feelings, that movie's going to have to come out on streaming soon. 1.08 million. And I want to see it. But this is going to lead to the last topic. We haven't talked about this in the weeks it's been going on. We're going to talk about it now. Everybody knows about the writers and actors strike.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I'm kind of curious about it.
And a lot of the reasons why they're striking has to do with the fact that there are people like me that want No Hard Feelings to come out in streaming, because streaming is one of the biggest reasons they're striking.
Oh.
So,
okay.
For those who don't know, a few weeks ago, the writers, which is the WGA, the Writers Guild of America, formally voted to strike. About a week ago, a little over a week ago, the SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, and I don't remember what AFTRA means, which were the actors, decided to join them on the picket lines. The first time it's happened since 1960. Would you like to know the reasons why?
Yes, please.
Two overarching reasons. Mostly it has to do with pay and getting credit, but because of two reasons: streaming and AI. Let's hit the streaming first. I don't know how much you know this, but streaming is very wrapped in a lot of secrecy. Netflix never tells you how well a show is doing. They give you estimates.
No. Yeah.
They give you estimates. They don't talk about entire. They don't really want you to see watch hours. There are ways to see it. They don't want you to see it. They don't want you to see total watch hours for older things, especially. They like to crow about, oh, this movie was the best the most watched movie in Netflix history. They don't want you to know exactly how much. Why? Because that means that they would have to go and pay the actors and the writers. They don't want to. When a movie's made, they have to report how much was made. You know, the box office, they give you the exact dollar amount.
Yeah.
Contracts are negotiated so that actors and writers get paid based on performance. Not on money, performance. They don't do that in streaming. And the way that they're trying to make all these things, all these shows, they're making it so that they can nickel and dime the hell out of writers and actors. Famously, Scarlett Johansson sued Disney because they
for her
threw
movie.
Black Widow on streaming day and date with the theatrical release, which was against her contract, mainly because they wanted to see if they could make more revenue from subscriptions that they didn't have to share with her, because again, her money was tied to box office.
I don't get it. You see, phase 1, collect underpants. Phase 2, phase 3, profit. Oh, I get it.
There have been testimonials from writers who have talked about, hey, I wrote, one woman, I wrote on the She-Hulk. My last check was for $35. One of the actresses on Orange is the New Black, highly successful series. Her last residuals check, $20.
Damn.
And thus the Hollywood studios want to keep it that way. They don't want to include streaming in the residuals that they pay out, because that's more money for them.
Yeah.
Actors and writers both. You see a Tom Cruise making millions on a movie. You see Ryan Gosling and oh my God, Margot Robbie making millions. The average actor has to have a day job. You hear the story about they work at the restaurant because their real dream is to be an actor, because they can't make money. So they want more guarantees on money, and they want a piece of the streaming pie. The other big one is AI. Did you know that someone created an entire South Park episode using AI? Here's a little hint. It wasn't Matt Strong and Trey Parker. Hollywood's really getting into some random. Hollywood's really getting into the idea of AI, and the actors and writers are noticing it. Think about it. A Hollywood executive can easily delude themselves into thinking, I can write an entire script with AI. I don't got to pay for writers. Writers want more guarantees that Hollywood executives aren't just gonna go and grab AI to write scripts. And you saw Flash.
Yeah.
You saw the visual orgy at the end of it.
I didn't like it.
Well, actors want guarantees that the studios aren't going to just use their face in perpetuity 80 years after they're dead just by AI, just using AI to slam it on somebody else. I'm overgeneralizing here, but because there's a lot of nuance to all these things. But basically what's happening is Hollywood's keeping all the money from streaming and would love to replace some actors and writers with AI. And the actors and the writers don't want that to happen. Until it doesn't happen, you're not going to see your favorite shows and movies. Deadpool 3 has shut down. The Marvels was mostly shot already, so that's still going to come out on time. But other movies are going to get pushed back. A lot of shows are going to get pushed back. What do you think about all this?
Personally, I think that this is just going to be a big old fiasco. And if we're going to be pushing back like this for a long time, not only that they're not going to get paid, but there's going to be a lot of problems when we're trying to catch up with movies. I mean, we saw this issue during COVID with a Black Widow and trying to catch up with certain parts of Marvel, kind of like trying to piece things together. If I'm not mistaken, that we're like, it's a little outdated, but okay, fine. We can still watch it. But it's like, how can I say it? It just kind of didn't take place in the proper time that it should. But
go ahead. A lot of shows, and I want to say in Marvel too, because they accelerated exactly how many projects they wanted to have because Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those productions were affected by the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like the easiest one that you can point to is WandaVision. Easily the best Disney Plus show. And the end looks like it was slapdash together.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
What If had an entire story arc removed because they couldn't work on it because of the problems with the pandemic.
Yeah.
And you saw a lot of reshuffling with movies. The only movie that I think came out of the pandemic unscathed was Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
I would say the only two movies that really did well despite all the problems the pandemic brought along were Top Gun Maverick and Spider-Man No Way Home.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Even Shang-Chi.
I don't know. I just think sorry for cut you out that part.
No, it's okay.
I just think this whole thing with AI being a big thing about this, I would just say cut it out, man. I would just cut that thing out right out. Like, you know what? It's becoming a root of the problem. I would just cut it out, especially with also the whole thing with streaming and not really telling us how much people are actually watching a certain show and stuff. It's almost getting to a point it's getting a little more greedy because they want to keep that money to themselves and not pay the actors themselves. So it's getting kind of like that from the way I'm looking, even though that freaking Netflix is making good money hand over fist. I mean, it's up there right now with Disney Plus and Hulu and all that good stuff.
Well,
but
you want to talk about extra greed?
Go.
There's one story that I saw. I didn't put it on the script because it was just way too much.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about WandaVision.
Yeah.
Getting a physical release.
WandaVision is getting a physical release?
Yes, it's going to get a physical release.
Huh.
You know what the physical release is missing?
What?
WandaVision.
Wait.
I sent you the link. Link.
Yeah, no, but I was like, what? Like, how?
It's getting a physical release. It does not come with the show. You can pick from one of 3 steelbooks that have little knickknacks inside, like postcards and stuff like that follow the humor of the show.
What?
But it doesn't even have a digital copy, like a digital code. No. If you want to see WandaVision, you have to go to Disney Plus. You're buying a physical copy just so you can have a steelbook you could put next to your copy of Endgame.
Oh my God, how horrible.
That's the level of greed that these studios have.
That is disgusting.
Bring it back to video games for a second. Remember?
Go.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yes.
Okay. I have it on the PS3.
Uh-huh.
I have it back there. There's no game in it. It's just a digital code. That's done a lot now. A lot of things. When you buy collector's edition of games, you don't get a disc. You get a digital code.
Yeah.
Mine, of course, was used. So I have the game on my PS3. But even if this was a complete unboxed, sealed copy, I can't use that code anymore. Because Capcom pulled it because of a licensing agreement with Marvel. So even if you buy the game right now, which, by the way, it costs $350 sealed. No, it costs $350, period. You don't even have to get the sealed one. The game was removed.
Mm-hmm.
If you purchased it, if you used the code before they pulled it, you can still download it. I can re-download it right now if my hard drive crashes. You cannot get it again. That's the kind of future that Disney wants for its movies and its TV shows. They canceled the new Widow series, pulled it from Disney Plus. A whole bunch of other projects pulled it from Disney Plus because they'd rather get the tax break associated with canceling those shows and removing those shows than actually keeping it on their service, which doesn't cost them anything. They already paid for the episodes. What are they going to bitch about the server space?
I think
that's what they want.
Utterly wrong.
Their greed is insane to the point where they will sell you a physical copy of something that you can't watch unless you have their streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be more than happy to make new series and then suddenly pull them just because. Oh, you like that new Widow series? Sucks to be you.
Horrible. But you know what? I'm kind of curious to know what our audience think about all this right now. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about everything we just talked about right now from above and below? Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about this. But, Willie, we reached the end of our show. And I got to say thank you so much to everybody that joined us on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so we know when we come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday, and a little something in between. Now, Willie, any last words?
I'm going to go back to my old standby. If anything I said offended you, I'm sorry, and you're welcome.
And there you go, folks. That is Uncle Willie letting you know what's up. But guys, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.
Stop messing with Diablo 4. Bah!